Lord Maximus got punched in the face.
If you know me for any particular bet, everyone knows the Barrios bet. We may need to pause this game. I just won $100,000.
That Eagles moneyline ticket was arguably the biggest bet of my life.
But hey, show up at the tailgate. You got a ticket if you want it.
I'm never looking back. I'm always looking nowhere. See it on my track. Just wanted you to know where.
Welcome to the SoBet Pod, Episode 8. I, of course, am one of your co-hosts, Gutsy Picks Cash. To my right, my other co-host, my boy, who just had his birthday last week. First of all, clap it up for my boy. Happy birthday, happy belated. How you doing? How you feeling?
I feel old.
Feel old.
Yeah, I feel old. Woke up this morning, back's a little creakier, hips are a little tighter. I'm just not even interested in.
Sure.
I mean, Wes has 33 coming up. Not even interested in 33. I'm not even interested. I'm going to go to the birthday party, act like I'm happy for him, but I know deep down, I know it sucks.
Yeah. So also, besides, though, obviously, your birthday weekend, which is fucking awesome. We had a great time celebrating that. The weekend before that, which we haven't really talked about yet, we were with Nick Naracina.
Yeah, the kickoff party.
Nailed the name. All of our parties are fun, and if you're listening to this and you got the open invite to come to the party, which we do, and a lot of us do it to our followers, too. So it's like, if you...
Dude, there were subscribers. There were subscribers.
That's what I'm saying. You guys got to stop missing.
There were subscribers there.
Yeah. And the best part was, one of the guys came up to me and he was like, that was the day when, remember, I think I was like on a 5-day heater, 6-day heater at the time of the party. And that guy came up to me. He's like, yo, Gutsy, like 6-day heater. And I'm like, I don't even know who you are, but like, let's fucking go, baby. Yeah. Like,
Ron thought that there was a guy talking to Ron, and Ron thought it was just a influencer. And he was like, oh yeah, like you staying at the house and everything. And the guy was like, no, I just live in Nashville. Like, I just came out to, like, meet these guys. And Ron was just, like, eventually pieced it together that he was just a subscriber.
No, there was actually only one guy. And bro, he's actually in Nick Naracina's photo that I'm in, right? The one where they put it on his Instagram. One of the guys that's in that photo.
One of the subscribers?
Was a dude that I met in the bathroom. So, like, the dude, because he's like, yo, Gutsy, like, this is so crazy. He's like, I knew you guys were here. I didn't know if I'd actually see you guys. He's like, where are you guys at? I'm like, just come with me.
This guy?
That guy right there. Yes. That guy right
that's
there.
Crazy. That dude was cool. I remember him.
Yeah, and I actually saw him. He was tagging me in all of his stories. He was retweeting everything he could. I was like, yeah, no, dude, it's cool. He's vibe. He's on SoBet. He subscribes to the pod. He watches the pod.
Yeah, it's cool.
Shout out the boys. So
What's
that
his
was
name?
cool. Henry. I'm bad with names. Always been bad with names. That's a fact. Everybody knows that.
Just got him.
Always been bad with names.
Got him.
Great guy, though.
I was just waiting for that moment.
Great guy, though.
I just knew I had him. I knew I had him.
Loved the guy. Great guy.
Oh, it's funny.
But yeah, fun party. And then obviously the next weekend for your birthday was fun. All that shit was a good time. And
yeah,
I literally can't wait for
getting all the boys out here too. And Thursday night.
Oh,
yeah,
it was great seeing all the fellas.
Lord Maximus got punched in the face somehow.
Yeah, I don't know how. Actually, we almost forgot to bring that up.
I just remembered that. That's
I would have forgot for sure. I actually kind of forgot. Yeah, Lord Maximus got punched in the face, dropped like a rock, and the only
back of the head actually. Back of the head.
It might have been an illegal shot.
It was
definitely an illegal shot. It was definitely an illegal shot. Lord Maximus, he had.
What was the story? You had the full story.
Yeah, because I asked him about it at the party. I was like, yeah, so how'd your night go last night? And then he just like opened up to me right away about it, because he just said that basically the guy kept like, you know how it gets on the dance floor, especially at Aldean's, and when you're right around the dance floor, sometimes you're getting bumped. I guess this guy just kept elbowing him. And Lord Maximus gave him one, like, hey, you better stop. Dude gave him another one. Lord Maximus went to go throw. His fist, like, hit somebody else. It, like, got, like, basically dragged.
So he started it.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I mean, not really. I don't know, because we don't for sure know about how, were these elbows digging? I mean, were these intentional? Because somebody could have took one look at Lord Maximus, saw his mustache, and just thought, fuck this guy, Because some guys don't fuck with that vibe. Like, we love that vibe. The first time I saw Lord Maximus in real life, I walked right up to him right away. I'm like,
where'd you meet him?
Bet Bash.
Oh, okay.
Vegas is the first time we ever actually met in real life. Now, real quick, before we get on to the interview with our boy KiilKenny, leaderboards.
Yeah,
the hottest guys.
Got to go through the leaderboards.
You actually, back-to-back weeks, me and you had our first number ones. Back-to-back weeks, me and you. Yes, the number one club. Not a lot of people are part of that.
Unfortunately, I followed it up with a 0-9 showing on Sunday. My actual worst day ever on the platform. I
had a bad football weekend too.
So one guy I want to highlight, we haven't talked about, newer guy in the platform. I've tailed him pretty religiously, honestly, and he's made me a ton of money. Diamond Edge picks. Dude, the kid is just unconscious in the MLB. His overall winning percentage over the past 30 days is 62%, and that's a volume of 88, 54, and 3. You know who's also on kind of a heater? Shout out, what up, bro? Number 2 on the 30-day. He's hitting at 56%,
units, really.
86, 68, and 1, 30 units up. He's been smacking in the MLB. That's been his primary means of return here. And he had a good weekend when he was out here in football, too. He was all over the Eagles. I mean, we were all over the Eagles.
Yeah, we were all over the Eagles.
Which you'll see in the video.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Oh, biggest bet of our lives.
KiilKenny.
Moving on to our interview with our boy, Kenny. I mean, we already did it. Probably my favorite interview that we have done up to this point. I know I've said that a couple times.
One of the biggest guys in the industry.
And you're going to hear about how he won $100,000 on Christmas while around his wife's family. Welcome to the interview portion of the pod. Shout out to our boy, Kenny.
Just it's a weird intro.
Coming in hot.
For real. All right. Shout out to our boy Kenny. Appreciate you coming on the pod, bro. Of course, at KiilKenny on Twitter, right?
Yes,
so make sure you guys are all going to check him out. Now, he's going to be on the SoBet feed now, so if you're on SoBet, you're going to see our boy KiilKenny. First of all, just kind of explain to the people so they got a base background. Everyone who's like, who the fuck's this guy? Explain to them who the fuck you are.
So I've been been in the gambling world, almost 4 years now, which is pretty crazy. I mean, how long's it been since you and I met down here for the first time?
That was like over 2 years ago.
I think it was over 2 years ago, right?
2.5 years ago.
So it's funny. I actually, I forget I was talking to you earlier this week. I was kind of giving like the moonshot story, and like in the most indirect, like weird way. If it wasn't for the video game Fortnite, I don't think any of this like ever happens, and I mean that in the weirdest way possible. Fortnite came out, everyone's playing it. I kind of got back into gaming for the first time, and it was my first intro to Twitch. You know, I thought the game was cool. I started watching guys on Twitch, and I just became really like obsessed with the app. And I realized early on, like it's just video game streaming. I'm not seeing anyone else use it for other kinds of content. So this is like peak COVID time. There's no sports on. We're betting like Korean baseball and bullshit.
Yep.
But I had the idea of starting like a gambling Twitch stream once sports came back. So when the NBA bubble came back, that would have been August of 2020, I started the Moonshot. It was just kind of just taking a shot in the dark, doing a gambling Twitch stream, putting out like a parlay or two a night. And I mean, from there, man, it snowballed. I think the second stream I did, I put out a $10 parlay. It was like, just a couple of random like NBA pieces. It was $10 to win $1,500 to like my 22 viewers, and it hit. It was the second show I ever did. I think the next show I had 300 people, and then just carried it from there, became a Twitch partner. And I ran up a pretty good amount of Twitch subs. And I remember, I think it was like early 2021, I had like 3,000 Twitch subs. And to me, that was like what I thought was like the pinnacle of success sort of in that space. And I just didn't think I wasn't making enough money based on, how amazing I thought that was. Yeah. So from there, I kind of went the Discord route and officially started the business April of 2021. And over 3 years later, man, we're still kicking.
Dude, so when you were down here the first time, that was right after you hit, I think, like your biggest hit ever. Like it was your biggest bet ever. It was the 2-legger. I think it was the Braxton Berrios.
The Braxton Berrios.
Dude, talk about that, because that's what really blew you up, right?
Yeah. What made that one so perfect? So it's like the one bet that, like, if you know me for any particular bet, everyone knows the Berrios bet. I'll be rocking a Berrios Jets jersey at Jets Titans tomorrow, man. I have to. It was Braxton Berrios touchdown, Jets parlayed with Jets defense / special teams touchdown on FanDuel. The idea there was he's their punt and kick returner. So if he happens to house a punt or a kickoff, it would cash both.
And this was before like they had it. Like now you can't do that.
They killed the ability to do this like the following week.
Yeah.
So what made this one so perfect though was, and I think people forget this one, I did it the weekend before. On Sunday Night Football, I had Jakeem Grant on the Bears touchdown, Bears special teams touchdown, and he ran a punt back, I think, right before halftime. So obviously like that blew up. We got a shitload of traction that week. And you just look at, the nature of the business, man. Like it's, when you're hot, and you gotta kind of like, you got to get a little lucky. And I think the biggest luck factor of this business is like the timing in which you hit certain bets. Yeah. So I hit the Jakeem Grant thing. We get a pretty good wave. And then I hit Berrios the following Sunday. And the funny thing about Berrios was it didn't hit like, he didn't return a punt. He didn't return a kickoff. They go down the opening drive. They get to it's like 1st and goal from the 2, and they ran like the Philly special. Like they pitch him the ball. Yeah. He's looking to throw it, and it was just wide open. He tucked it, and he just ran it in. So I'm getting excited, but at the same time, like I'm not really sweating this out because you can't sweat a defensive touchdown, right? Yeah. I mean, like you
either happens or it doesn't.
It happens or it doesn't. You got to be as realistic as you can. And what made it pretty cool was we were at my wife's parents' house with like her entire extended family. It was like right before Christmas. They all knew that I was doing some kind of a gambling thing. They didn't really fully understand it.
Yeah.
And what was
Nuts
nuts
is like been there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I get that.
Dude, what was nuts, man, is that I already hit something insane in this game. I had Duke Johnson to score a touchdown, and I had Duke Johnson 2 touchdowns. It was Jets versus Dolphins. He was like the 3rd string running back for the Dolphins. I think Gaskin, and I forget who their 2nd stringer was out. So we hit Duke Johnson before that news broke. Duke Johnson had 2 touchdowns in the first half. So like I won $15,000 before halftime. You know, obviously my whole community hit it. I'm going nuts. And like I look good for the family. Like kind of validates sort of what I'm doing.
I gamble for a living.
They're like, he hit Duke Johnson 2+ touchdowns. That's
So dude, like I'm already going nuts. It's right before Christmas. Like it was just an awesome feeling. I'm like crying and shit. An hour later, we're doing like the white elephant gift exchange in her basement. I'm not even looking at my phone. There's no games on. I'm not even. And out of nowhere, I get like 5 phone calls like all at once, and I'm just like, dude, this can only mean one thing.
Jets, dude.
Holy shit.
Jets, dude.
Tua threw a pick 6 in the 4th quarter. And we're doing white elephant, and I'm trying to figure out how to react. And one of the gifts was like a handle of Fireball. I'm like, all right, I'm stealing the handle of Fireball, and if it's all right with you guys, we may need to pause this game. I just won $100,000.
That's fucking wild.
fucking
And also, you said Tua, and he got Vietnam War eyes.
I would also like to point out, it just
You know
sounds
he's
like
a massive Dolphins fan.
diehard Dolphins fans. Like I would commit a federal crime for a Super Bowl. I swear to God, I would kill a family member if that's what it took to.
I think Tannehill's coming back. It's probably
Don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that.
I'm
would say
serious.
this.
I think Tannehill is probably your best option.
One thing that we do have to point out here is it sounds like all this money you won is attributed to just a bunch of Miami Dolphin players. Jakeem Grant, ex-Dolphin. Braxton Berrios, Dolphin. Tua Tagovailoa, pick 6, Dolphin. Like, so it sounds like maybe
Dolphins
you
are
owe the
cash
Dolphins.
guys.
You probably owe the Dolphins fans.
Which means you owe Gutsy.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting to.
I'm indifferent to the Dolphins. I don't hate them. I don't love them. But my dad went to University of Miami. So I've always had a soft spot for the U. And, you know, Berrios, Duke Johnson, same game. Duke Johnson's a Miami guy. I've hit a couple Brevin Jordan touchdowns. Like, Miami guys, man.
A lot of money in Miami.
You basically are a Dolphins fan that just refuses to say that you're a Dolphins fan. You like the U. All of this money you're cashing is Dolphins players. Like, I'll give you a damn jersey right now
I'll take it.
to be a Dolphins fan, but I would need that to be a stake in the ground.
If I have to have
a Philly guy.
If I got a second team, like if I have to adopt this second team, dude, I'm sorry, Gusty, but I think it's got to be the New York Jets.
Jets, yeah.
Berrios and their defense won me $100,000, and then dude, I just hit Lazard 2 touchdowns on Monday for.
I saw that. That was sick.
bag. So the Jets.
We actually had Lazard anytime too.
The Jets have been good to me, so I think they got to be my second squad.
Did we take his 2? Did anyone take his 2+?
No.
I know it was mentioned at some point.
We talked about it.
We talked about it, yeah.
But no,
that
we
was
didn't
such
pull
a
the trigger.
snipe.
Well, dude, it's
Tyrod Taylor, baby, that garbage time tutty hit like
Such a
heroin.
dude. But also, I kind of like the Jets right now. Like I like Roddy. Like it's a good story.
I think I'd still be buying stock. Again, obviously they're coming off a tough loss week 1. I think the Niners are better than people think they are. Even without McCaffrey, they're going to be a wagon. It's Rodgers' first game in like a decade. There's going to be some rust there. I still think like if you want a late future, I still think there's value in the Jets. They like in the modern NFL, man. I think everything is just won in the trenches. Like the offensive line is like the most important unit on any team, and Jets have a really good line.
But yeah, the Philly connection. You're obviously from Philly, big Philly guy.
Yep.
Bro, you were courtside. Was that this year at the Sixers?
I didn't do this year. I went twice last year, and dude, it's a bit of a touchy subject because they're thinking about moving the team to Camden.
Dude, I saw that.
I will renounce my Sixers fandom if they fucking do this, dude. I have no interest
The
in
South Jersey Sixers.
Wow.
No, there's no chance.
The South Jersey Sixers.
So I'm open for business. If you're gonna sell me on an NBA team,
Celtics.
I could. That's never gonna happen. Like Celtics and Knicks are a non-starter. After that, we'll see. I don't know if they're gonna do it, but yeah, man, I've been fortunate enough to sit courtside.
What's the hardwood feel like?
Dude, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's cooler than you think it's gonna be. When my sister and my brother-in-law were getting married, she went on her bachelorette party, so I had him just come to Philly. They were playing a noon game that Saturday against the Pacers. So I was like, yo, come to Philly. We'll go to a Sixers game. I didn't tell him we were sitting courtside. I'm like, dude, I got tickets. Like, let's just go to the game. Then we're going in like the special entrance. You like go through the press room. He's like, dude, like, where the fuck are we? And then we get there. He's like, dude, are you serious? The coolest part about that, man, this is really one of my favorite stories ever. So they're playing the Pacers. Halliburton was out, so T.J. McConnell was starting. Little T.J. McConnell dog, and little revenge spot. So I'm like, all right, I'm putting $1,000 on McConnell to score 10 points, and if he gets 10 points, the tickets, these tickets are essentially free. The Sixers beat the shit out of them, right? So they're up like 40, like going into the fourth quarter, and McConnell started. Like normally he'd get the garbage time minutes, but he started here. I'm like, God damn it, they're not going to bring it back in. I think he had like 4 points, going into the fourth. He walks to the scores table with like 2 minutes left, and the crowd goes nuts. I mean, the game's already over. We've already won, and Philly people still love McConnell. And he's walking to the scores table. Like, all the guys to our left, like, we told him about this bet, so they're all like, dude, here we go. Literally, first possession, he comes up and hits a pull-up three. And then, like, the next possession came back and did it again. Finished with exactly 10.
Fucking go.
Dude, I was going.
And you just had 10 plus?
It was just 10 plus. Yeah, it was like plus 300.
That's so fucking awesome.
It was awesome, man. It had no business hitting. Again, he started.
Yeah.
I think it was Carlisle. I'm not sure, but I guess their coach is like, you know what? The crowd will like it. Fuck it. Let's just send it out there.
That's so fucking epic. The Moonshot's obviously a huge community. You have a big following on Twitter. Is it like regionalized to Philly? Like, you have a lot of Philly like fans?
It's actually, dude, it's more spread out than you think.
Yeah.
So definitely the biggest group in the Philly/Jersey area, but like I was in Chicago for a Bulls game back in February, and like a shitload of Mooney gang, met us at the bar beforehand and stuff. So we got people everywhere, man. And I try to do community stuff like that as much as I can. We did a Phillies game like 2 months ago. I bought 50 tickets. Just said, hey, show up at the tailgate. You got a ticket if you want it.
That's awesome.
We had a ton of people there. I just think like it's like the least I can do, man. These people support me. Obviously, it's easier to support me when I'm on a heater and I'm winning you money, but you're not going to be hot forever, and I've certainly had some cold stretches. The community aspect of what we've built here is probably what I'm the most proud of. Like, a lot of people in here have like they're truly friends. Like, they're hanging out with each other. Like, people were carpooling together to the Bulls thing, and they didn't know each other before Discord. Yeah, and just stuff like that, man. It kind of like you strip away the gambling and wins and losses, and like that's something that you can't really. I don't know, like plan for. Like, you can't really, you can't force something like that. It just happens naturally if you build a good environment and it's meant to be. So
the exact same thing actually happened in my Discord that I bet like probably 3 years ago. But the same exact thing happened. I mean, I've got like 1,500 people in there still, but it's like these people are actual friends now.
Yeah,
like in real life, and they talk, bro. And we talk every day. We're like we talk about all the time. We're all just like best friends that have never met each other, but we talk to each other every single day. We've done it for 3 years. So
But the live event stuff is like, in my opinion, that's what it's all about.
100%.
Like, dude, we try to do twice a year. We do football season kickoff, which was last weekend, bananas. But it's wild for me, like, in starting this company, because that was never something like I concretely like saw in the vision was like, I'm going to bring all these people together and they're all going to be boys. Yeah. But dude, at the party, like, it was blowing my mind just seeing everybody and how close they are. Like, people hugging each other, people going nuts, like, during the game. Like I'm going to miss you, bro. I love you, bro. Like, you changed my life. Like, dude, that's like, I don't know. It's cool to me. It's cool to me. And when the Eagles win and you get a clip like we had, like, it's even better. But
it's even better, man.
That was better. That was massive.
That was special.
I need that. Arguably, that Eagles money line ticket was arguably the biggest bet of my life.
Big poker guy?
I'm a big poker player, yeah. My favorite hand? Yeah. If it's not aces, I've always been Jack 10 suited. It's just it's so pretty.
Pretty hand.
Yeah,
pretty hand.
That's a good hand.
I actually play a lot of poker.
Yeah, I used to grind poker pretty hard before all this started. I don't get to play as much as I used to.
Deep stack tournaments are definitely my specialty too.
Yeah,
I
me
love
too.
deep stacks.
I'm right there with
it.
you, man.
Absolutely love it. Can be paid. I can sit there literally all day.
My cousin's a professional poker player, so it kind of
Gutsy goes, I can sit there all day.
Runs in the family, man. Shout out to Mark Herm, Dip Throng, man.
Shout
Dude's
out to Mark
legit
Herm.
Hall of Famer.
What was that?
What?
Did we get that on fucking tape there?
What?
Zoom in on that part right here where he
On
was
what,
just trying to
bro?
fucking hold my hand.
What?
Anyways, it's a question I ask most people. You're playing blackjack. Dealer has a 10. You have a 16.
I'm hitting.
Okay. All right.
You're supposed to hit.
No.
We ask it on every pod.
Yeah.
And obviously, numbers back it. But there's people who are like, Stan.
What do they say? It's always or never. It is really close, but you're supposed to hit. Unless you're super counting and you got an angle here. The one I like to throw this back because I still don't know what the answer is. Dealer showing a 2 and you have 12. I never know what to do, and every time that's one of the ones I'm like, what's the book say? And he's like, I don't.
If nobody else hits, I'll hit. But if somebody hits, I don't hit.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how it's always been for me.
But dude, if you stand on 16, dude, you're a weasel.
You're a fucking scumbag.
Really quick, can I give you the most disgusting poker story
Please.
of all time?
Please.
Always.
I'm playing it live in Philly. It was we're playing 5-10, and like everyone at the table, like everyone kind of recognizes each other. So then they're like, "Hey, are we cool if we go 10-20?" I think I had like $4,000 in front of me. I'm like, I've never played 10-20, but all right, fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tighten it up. I think I started with $1,000. I rounded up to 4. I'm like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. And the table was psychotic. Like everybody was really deep. So much action every single pod, right? So we go to 10-20, and it wasn't mandatory, but like it was 10-20-40. Like every single guy was doing the 40 straddle.
Okay.
So annoying.
we go through one orbit. I didn't play a hand, and I got dealt literally nothing. And I mean, dude, every single hand, it's 10, 20, 40, 120, 300, pre-flop,
straddling everything.
every hand, every single hand.
Just straddling the straddlers.
So I'm just, it's not like I'm sitting there playing tight. I think, 15 hands go by. I think I played one. I just wasn't getting anything.
Yeah.
I'm in the straddle. I'm not going to not do what everyone else is doing.
Yeah,
So it's 10, 20, 40. I'm in the straddle, and I get aces. It folds around. First hand in the last hour and a half between 5-10 or 10-20-40 that it just folded around to anybody. I'm telling you, this was the most psychotic table I've ever sat in.
Yeah,
I get fucking aces in a 10-20-40 straddle. It folds around. Dude, I threw him face up. I racked my chips. I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here.
All right, boys. Well, let's
right,
go watch some
appreciate
football.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you.
All right.
All right, it's good.
Fuck out of here.
Thanks, brother. All right, shout out KiilKenny. Thanks for coming on, brother. One of the newer guys on the platform.
Yeah.
He'll be posting all his big plays on SoBet this year.
Definitely don't want to miss, especially these Mooney plays. I mean, bro, imagine hitting $100,000.
Yeah, we go to
Do
Vegas immediately.
What would be the first thing you would do?
PJ to Vegas with the boys.
Would
I
you
mean,
actually do a PJ to Vegas?
100%. And blow another 10, 20 on like a penthouse and be like a 50 grand weekend.
And we
And then I have 50 grand left, and we do it again the next week.
we would literally buy. I mean, we've done like obviously like we've had like a lot of different like VIP service. We would buy the best VIP service we could fucking buy, bro.
Oh, we would fly other people out too.
Probably fly
Anybody.
Nick out and just be like, yo.
We would
let's
fly
do it.
everybody out. Like, I'm not even kidding.
It would be incredible.
Yeah.
That would be
All I would want off 100 grand is like 10 to put in the bank. The cash it hats have been a huge hit. Huge hit.
Actually, comment cash it, and I'll send you a cash hat.
Sure, comment cash it.
I'll pick one person to send
Comment
a
cash
cash
it.
hat to.
Comment cash it.
You also have to
One
be
person.
subscribed. You also have to like this episode. If you don't like it, you're not subscribed, you won't win. Moving on to just more of like the app side of things. We obviously came out with V2. We didn't get to talk about it much in the last pod. I didn't know if there's like just a couple of special things or specific things you want to highlight about what we've come out with new on the app.
I mean, I think so. You've been using it, for the past few weeks. The biggest thing is the whole interface we overhauled. So, I mean, the app itself is just a lot cleaner, a lot snappier. And then some of the bigger things like the leaderboard is a lot like easier for you to understand as the user. The big thing we've integrated is like the color scheming for like the green positive and the green arrow, which is on the side of this cash hat.
hats.
So you'll see that green arrow kind of pop up throughout the app, which kind of indicates winning and people who are winning. I would say the other big thing is the updates to the VIP. So VIP are now solely one-on-one experiences. And then, a new integration that we're working on building right now is VIP community boards, where everybody in that VIP channel will be able to go in and chat with each other. But right now it's that strict one-on-one experience. So people can ask you questions in your VIP. They can message you. They can hype you up when you win, which I think just delivers like a more intimate experience, obviously. And then that exclusivity of like talking to that person, breaking down the play, asking questions, whatever you want, I think is, obviously what people are paying for in the long term. But I think by and large, I mean, the update, massive progress.
New logo kind of as well.
New logo as well.
Color
Yeah.
scheme, like, not like brand new color scheme, but still a new color scheme. A little different purple vibes going on with it, which
The new logo
The new
is definitely
ones.
sick and lines up with V2 and what we wanted to do there. Not to mention 172 on the charts.
172. Literally, go right now to your app store on your phone. Bink, open it up. Go look at the fucking charts. Is it just under sports, right? Like
Under
sports
free
app?
apps, sports.
Go under free apps, sports. We will be ranked number 172. We might even be higher by the time you look at this. So, but you guys have no idea how big that is.
Yeah, and it's one of those those things where like a lot of these companies around us are more capitalized. StatMuse is in front of us. They're 171. StatMuse just raised an $11.2 million Series A round. They probably have like 30, 40 employees. So it's just like, it's cool to see us kind of just climbing the ladder, given the limited resources that we have.
What we're doing with what we've got.
Yeah.
And what we've
but
built.
I think, it's a testament to the team that we have here.
Yep.
You, Bryce, John, especially, who's been absolutely slaughtering on the marketing side. Wes, who kills it on the pro side. And obviously all the fucking pros who grind it out day in and day out on the platform.
And the devs, obviously.
And the dev team that pushed really hard to get this. Yeah, it's just it's a cool culture that we built. So we got a big couple weeks coming up. We got a ton of football.
Yeah, and just grinding away and just
we're gonna be grinding away,
content way, like,
and we're gonna plan some trips. We got to sit down this weekend and figure out where we're gonna go. Is it gonna be Knoxville for the Bama game? We could do that. Notre Dame Army.
I think a lot kind of we gotta see how this
Yankee
week goes.
Stadium, Notre Dame Army.
That's everything we got then.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so the KiilKenny pod will take a last. So thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 8 of the SoBet pod. Can't wait for the next one. Make sure you guys
Who are we
liking.
doing next time?
Nasty.
Oh yeah, Nasty.
With
Nasty
a lot
Nation.
of leaderboard controversy. So this is going to be an actually really good pod.
Could be some controversy. We'll see how it goes.
We'll
Especially
talk
next week.
controversy.
Oh, yeah.
Next week or two too. We'll see.
Nasty
how it goes.
Nation. We'll hear about Nasty
The next
Nation.
week or two, it will be crucial to see how that next pod goes. I'll be
will.
honest.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the page, send it to your mother, please. Just send it to your mother.
Cash a hat.
If you guys want to win a cash a hat, make sure you comment cash it down below. Make sure you're subscribed. You like the video. You get entered to win the cash a hat. Bryce will pick somebody and send it to you.
I'll reply in the DM or in the comments.
At the end of the week, he will reply to the comment and DM you. Thank you guys for tuning in.
I'm never looking back. I'm always looking nowhere. See it on my track. Just wanted you to know where.